Good morning, dear students. I am Dr. Srinivas Bhattini, Professor of Chemistry in St. Peter's Engineering College. So we have completed almost all the unit of fuel and combustion chapter, the unit 4th. So in that what we have discussed almost solid fuels, liquid fuels and gaseous fuels. So one thing we have not yet finished, that is what mean. So in every fuel, mean liquid fuel, either liquid fuel or gas fuel or solid fuels, they give us some energy. When that the solid fuel born in presence of oxygen to give some energy, or either in our body the glucose combined with oxygen to form the carbon dioxide as well as energy and water. So mean that energy, how can you calculate the value, and what is thermite? What is the name of this one? That energy is what? So the combustion, after combustion, so the some value is there. The value is what? The value is calorific value. And what are the units? So today we are going to discuss the what is that calorific value and its units. Okay? Calorific value. Calorific value and its units. So calorific value mean what? In everybody says, so carrot is this much of calories, and we record this many calories for food every day. This diet is having this much of calories, and that much that food having that much of calories. Like that, we are discussing every day. So what is meant by calories? The calorie is the unit of calorific value. Okay. Other units also there. We will discuss deeply now. Okay. Come to the point. The prime property of fuel is its capacity. Mean the property of fuel, its capacity to supply heat. The fuel, that property of the fuel is what? Is the means supply the heat. To supply the heat mean to supply the heat mean that is having the capacity. The fuel is having the capacity. Mean fuel capacity. Indirectly we have to tell fuel capacity. The fuel is essentially consists of what? Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen and some hydrocarbons. What is that? Fuel contains every fuel, for example C6H12 O6 glucose, or NF10 CH3 CH2 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 CH3. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 or 7 we can, NF10 means 7. Butane, isobutane, LPG gas, CNG gas, methane. So all these having what? One carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. In this oxygen is there. Here hydrocarbons, this one. And because there is a mean heavy fuel, the liquid fuel, crude oil, containing the carbon is the essential element. So carbon, so without carbon nothing is there in the world. Everything is dependent upon the carbon. So the carbon is very very important in our life. Our body built carbon, proteins carbon, glucose carbon, our fuels carbon. So everything is carbon. Whatever may be you have to take. Okay, that much of importance. So we have to calculate that calorific value. And the heat that particular fuel can give is due to the what? Oxidation of carbon and hydrogen. Oxidation means this fuel is there, for example. So oxidation means this is born in presence of oxygen. Burning, this is the respiration system. So burning means what will come? CO2 plus water plus energy. So the fuel, this is called the fuel. So whatever may be the, will come like this only. Whatever may be. The fuel is what? The fuel burn in presence of oxygen, mean the oxidation takes place. The carbon and hydrogen oxidation takes place. Normally, when combustible substances burns, that total heat depend upon the quantity of fuel burned. Mean the total quantity of heat. Mean how much quantity is there. For example, 1 kg of glucose burned in presence of oxygen. So how much heat is evolved? The heat is liberated. So it's in nature air supplied for combustion. Air supplied for the combustion mean air containing the oxygen and other elements also, other nitrogen. But air is useful when burning of the fuel. The combustion in certain or other condition governing by the different fuels and different things also there. Mean that heat is different for different fuels and it's termed as its calorific value. What is that? The heat produced, for example, from the air, different fuels, and this is also NF10, this is different fuel. So when oxidation takes place or combustion, burning in presence of oxygen in different fuels, different oxidations, mean the heat produces. For example, here the heat produces how much? 90 kilocalories. Here 100 kilocalories. Mean different fuels produce different of heat. That is termed as calorific value. Mean in the nature, in everywhere. So different types of fuels are there. Diesel, petrol, coal, coke, LPG gas, glucose, whatever the fuels are there. Different type of fuels produces different heat capacity. So that is termed as what? Calorific value. Understand? The calorific value of fuel may be defined as, what is the definition? The calorific value of fuel may be defined as the total quantity of heat liberated when a unit mass or volume of fuel is burned completely. That is called the calorific value. What is the definition? Once again, the total quantity of heat liberated is the fuel when burned, the complete fuel burned, the total quantity of fuel burned in presence of oxygen, burning or oxidation to give the heat energy. The complete heat energy. The total quantity of heat liberated. The total quantity of heat liberated when 1 unit of mass or volume mass or volume, 1 unit mass, when a unit of mass fuel burn completely burn. So that what is left? Heat is liberated. That is the calorific definition. So write the definition. What is that? The total quantity of the heat liberated when a unit mass or volume of fuel is burned completely. Okay, that is the definition. And or we can say calorific value is the amount of heat liberated by the complete combustion of a unit weight of the fuel, and usually expressed, that is calorie from gram. What is that? Usually this one we can express that calorie per gram. Calorie per gram. or kilocalories from gram, or you can express the British thermal unit, BTHU, British thermal unit. You can express this heat, you have to express in this. Okay, the fuel is when completely burned in presence of oxygen to liberate the heat. That heat is when we have to calculate calories per gram or kilocalories per gram or British thermal unit. Okay, this is the units. And the calorific value of fuel can be defined, that is what, once again, the total quantity of heat liberated when a unit mass of the fuel is completely burned in air or oxygen. So there are different types of units are there. The quantity of heat already we know, that is what, calories, kilocalories, British thermal unit, and one more is there, that is the centigrade unit. Centigrade units. Mean we can say CHU, centigrade heat unit. Centigrade heat unit. Centigrade unit. Okay. So we will see one by one what is the calorific value. Calorie mean what? First of all, calories, then kilocalories, then BHU. We will see that what is that. So what are the units? Okay. Calories, kilocalories, British thermal unit, and centigrade heat unit. So these are the units. First we will look the calories. Calorie mean what? It is the amount of heat required. The amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree centigrade. It is what? The heat is required. What is that? Heat is required. Heat is required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of hydrogen, 1 gram of water, 1 gram of water through 1 degree centigrade, So 1 gram of water increases in 1 degree centigrade. The heat is required. Increase the temperature, to raise the temperature, when 1 gram of water through 1 degree centigrade. That is calorie. Calorie definition is what? What is meant by calorie? It is the amount of heat liberated to increase the temperature. Temperature increases when 1 gram of water through 1 degree centigrade. Okay, that is the calories. Next, kilocalories. The kilocalories is what? Kilo means 1000. This is the unit of the heat in the metric system, and is defined as the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water. We can say 1 gram, 1 kilogram, 1 kilogram, 1 kg, 1 kilogram, 1 kg of water required. 1 degree centigrade. That is called what now? So 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1 kilocalorie equal to 1000 calories. This is 1000 calories. Or 1 kilocalorie is equal to British thermal unit to 3.968. 3.968 British thermal unit. So 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. This is equal to 3.968 British thermal unit. Okay. So what is meant by British thermal unit? British thermal unit. What is meant by British thermal unit? This is the unit of heat in English system. In English system, it is defined as the quantity of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 pound of water. Here, only 1 pound of water, not grams, not kilograms. Only here we have to change the pound. 1 pound of water. 1 pound of water. The quantity of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 pound of water through 1 degree of Fahrenheit, not centigrade. Through 1 degree of Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit temperature. So 1 BTHU, 1 degree is equal to how many calories? 1 BTHU, British thermal unit, equal to 252 calories. 250 calories. In 1000, so is equal to 0.252 kilocalories. So 1 British thermal unit is equal to 252 calories. In 1000 mean by 1000 mean 0.252 kilocalories. So that is the here. So 1 calorie is equal to 0.39968. But 1 British thermal is equal to 252 calories. 252 calories. Okay, that is about the BTH. And what about the centigrade unit? It is the quantity of heat. It is the quantity of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 pound of water through 1 degree centigrade. Here the pound is there. Same. You take the British thermal pound and but here centigrade weight. Don't take this 1 degree out, not Fahrenheit. 1 degree centigrade. The heat required to increase the temperature 1 pound of water through 1 degree centigrade. 1 degree centigrade. That is centigrade unit. So here 1 kilocalorie is equal to 3.968 BTH. So is equal to 2.2 CHU, centigrade. Centigrade heat unit. Centigrade heat unit. This is the centigrade heat unit. Okay. So what are the conversation on the basis of kilocalorie? Just listen the conversation. Just look the conversation on the basis of 1 kg. So 1 kg equal to 2.21 IB 2.2 IB and 1 degree centigrade equal to 1.8 degree Fahrenheit. 1 kg is equal to 2.2 IB and 1 degree is equal to 1 Fahrenheit. 1 degree. This is a degree is equal to 1.8 Fahrenheit. Here kg is equal to 2.2 IBs. So in the case of 1 kilocalories, 1 kilocalories is equal to 1000 calories. 1000 calories equal to already we know 3.968 BTHU is equal to 2.2 centigrade unit. So mean BHU is equal to how much? 252. BTH is equal to 252 calories, units of calories values. So now for solid or liquid, how can you express this calorific value for solid or liquid fuels? So calorie per gram, kilocalorie per kilograms, or BTHU for IB. This is for what? For solid or liquid. The expression of units for solids or liquids, you have to express always like this. What is that? Calories for grams, kilocalories for kilograms, BTHU for IB. This is for the what? Solids as well as liquids. But whereas the gaseous fuels, how can you maintain that one? Here simple thing that kilocalories per cubic meter. What is that? Kilocalories per cubic meter. You have to change kilocalories for cubic meter. Cubic meter. We can say cube means 3, so we can express like this: cubic meter, or simply kilocalories for C3, cubic meter 3, like this, or meter cube. Or we can say simple thing, very simple, just meter cube. Kilocalories per meter cube. Cubic mean 3, so meter cube. Okay, so BTH unit for FT cube. FT cube. FT cube mean what? Cubic feet. Cubic feet. So cubic feet mean feet cube. Meter, cubic meter, meter cube. This is for what? Gases. Gaseous units. Gaseous units and solid and liquid fuels we have to know. We have to express like this. And what is the relation between the various units? We have already discussed it. Once again listen. 1 kilocalorie for 1 gram is equal to 1.8 BTHU is equal to 1 kilocalorie. Or 1 kilocalorie meter cube is equal to 1.077 BTHU for FT cube. That is, we have to write that. And we have to express. And one more thing, we have to write the gross calorific value. What is meant by gross calorific value? Gross calorific value is the heat liberated. Gross calorific value. Gross calorific value mean what? Gross calorific value. Gross calorific value is the liberated when a unit quantity of fuel is completely burned and the produce of combustion or cooled to room temperature. This heat includes the latent heat of condensation of water. This heat what? Includes the latent heat of condensation of water, because when a fuel containing hydrogen is burned, the hydrogen present is converted to steam. The fuel when fuel is burned in presence of oxygen, what will come? Water will come, carbon dioxide will come, and energy will come. So energy we are expressing now. Here the gross value. Here the hydrogen in the fuel, carbon and hydrogen is there. Carbon converted into carbon dioxide, and hydrogen takes oxygen converted to steam, that is water. Then condensation takes place, the water molecule is formed. Okay, the hydrogen present is converted into steam. The hydrogen is important here. As produce the combustion or cooled to room temperature to the steam. So that is the what? Gross calorific value. Mean it gets the what? The condensed into water, and the latent heat is evolved. Here latent heat is evolved. Here we can say latent heat is evolved. Thus the latent heat of condensation of steam liberated. So liberated is included in the gross calorific value. Okay, that is about the gross calorific value. And then two are there. HCV mean higher calorific value. You can say higher calorific value. Higher calorific value. Higher calorific value means what? Higher calorific value is what? So higher calorific value is nothing but gross calorific value. So how can you define? That is, the definition is what? It can be defined. The gross calorific value can be defined, or higher calorific value can be defined as the total amount of heat liberated. Total amount of heat liberated when 1 unit mass or 1 unit volume, 1 unit mass or 1 unit volume of the fuel has been burned completely, and products of combustion are cooled down to 60 degree Fahrenheit or 15 degrees centigrade. Cool down to 15 degrees centigrade or 60 degree Fahrenheit. Because just before I told you fuel, combustion, oxygen. So the fuel containing the carbon as well as hydrogen. This hydrogen completely takes oxygen to get the steam. The steam mean when cooled to 60 degree or 15 degree centigrade to form the water condensation. That is the GCV or HCV. So this is, once again listen, what is the definition? The total amount of heat liberated when 1 unit of fuel, 1 unit volume of fuel or 1 unit volume of mass, other mass or volume has been burned completely in presence of oxygen and produce what? Water molecule. When cooled down to 60 degree Fahrenheit or 15 degree centigrade temperature, 60 degree or Fahrenheit, that is called the higher calorific value or GCV. Okay, and second one is the net calorific value. What is that? Net calorific value mean NCV. What is mean? NCV or lower calorific value, LCV. Here higher calorific value GCV, NCV, net calorific value, gross calorific. So gross calorific is nothing but the HCV, higher calorific value, and net calorific value is nothing but the lower calorific value. Lower calorific value. The lower calorific value is defined as the what? What is the definition? We can define as the net heat produced. The net heat produced when a unit mass or volume, a unit mass volume of the fuel is completely burned and the combustion products are allowed to escape, not cool down. Here allowed to escape. Here allowed to cool down. Here escape, here cool. That is the difference here. The definition is only here little bit. Here cool down, here escape. The amount of heat produced when 1 unit mass of or volume of fuel completely burned in presence of oxygen. The combustion product here cool down, here to escape. That is called the what? LCV or net calorific value. Net calorific value is the gross calorific value excluding the latent heat of condensation of water. The weight of water formed is 9 times the weight of hydrogen in the fuel. 9 times. So we can calculate the LCV or NCV is equal to what? LCV or NCV is equal to HCV minus latent heat of water vapor formed. What is that? Latent heat of water vapor formed. Water vapor formed. That is the LCV. LCV is equal to what? HCV minus latent heat of formed. What is the net calorific value? NCV is equal to net calorific value is equal to gross calorific value minus gas calorific value minus mass of hydrogen per weight of the fuel borne into 9 into latent of heat of vaporization of water. So we can say mass of hydrogen, mass of hydrogen, then into 9 and latent heat of vaporization into latent heat of vaporization. So GCV minus mass of hydrogen into 9 into latent heat of water. So this is the conversion. Okay. So latent heat of steam is how much? That is the 587. The latent heat of steam is equal to 587 kilocalories or grams. The net calorific value is how much? 50.83 into percent of hydrogen. Okay, so that is where percent of hydrogen equal to percentage of hydrogen. So this is about the what? The gross and net calorific values of coal can be calculated by bomb calorimeter. We can calculate it using the bomb calorimeter. The calorific value of fuel. So what we have completed? The calorific value of fuel. So we have completed the units and definition, HCV and LCV, GCV, HCV and LCV, higher calorific value and lower calorific, and units, and all these things we have completed. Okay, thank you very much.